What is up, everybody? And today we are back reviewing the Marvel Legends Retro Spider-Man Marvel's Electro. I know this is not the gray back that I promised, but I am currently in the process of moving. That's why everything is off the shelf. So, without further ado, let's get into them. Alrighty, and now that we are back with the figure out of the box, let's take a quick look at Electro. I like the retro look of Electro. I like his mask. Fits very comic style, and the way they had him in the show was awesome. So the detailing on him is great. I love all the electric marks, the mask. He kind of has a goofy look in his eyes, but that's okay. So other than that, let's get into his accessories and then we'll get into the figure. And he has these electric hands where he's like shooting off electricity and they look very nice. I prefer what they've done with the newer figures with the electrical effects that you can attach to them. I think it brings more life to the figure and it looks a lot better personally to me. I prefer that, which obviously I have the Marvel Legends Electro from No Way Home. It matches his yellow eye. I could just throw one of those effects on him and he would be fine. But I mean, still, it's cool. And I mean, you could do a lot with the hands. And honestly, if you really wanted to, I think you could just snip off the ends, round them off. Yeah, it looks like it right there. If you just snip off the ends, you could have like he's shooting it out and then just use that piece. And I know someone on eBay is more than likely selling those extra pieces. You could easily get one. Excuse me. But other than that, let's get into his articulation. So he has a ball jointed head that can go all the way around. He can look up this far. He can look down this far, but it does kind of bend the mask. He doesn't have no butterfly joint, sadly. It looks like he was going to, but they just never put him in. But his shoulders can go all the way out, all the way around. They can go up this far. They can go all the way down. He has a bicep swivel. And the one thing I hate, he has pinned elbows and legs, but they are double jointed. So he can get like really up there. He has a swivel in the hand that can also come forward this far and it can go back this far. His thighs can go out this far. Does it have drop down? No. But he can kick out this far. He can go back that far. He has a thigh swivel that can go all the way around. Mine's a little tight. And then he has double jointed knees. Sadly, they're pinned. He has a boot swivel, which there is some paint on here. His foot can go down this far, and then it can go, oh Lord, it can go up this far. And then he has a waist swivel and an ab crunch. It can go forward and can go back pretty far. Now, this is a pretty solid retro figure. It's not one of my first. Obviously, y'all have seen the shelf. I have multiple. I like this figure. I really wanted him. I really want the retro carded Sandman. I think that figure would be phenomenal to get and have him on the shelf. I like the effects they gave him way better than the Marvel Legends uh, No Way Home Sandman. Now mine looks like the foot's a little messed up. Oh yeah, and the foot does have a swivel in it, but it looks like his foot's a little bent out of shape if you can see there, but that's just a quality defect, so that ain't really no big issue. Just some heat would fix it. Yeah, it was a thigh. But yeah, other than that, I love the electro effects on the sides. The green looks great. Sadly, I won't be able to put them on the shelf this week, but next week's video, y'all will get to see me rearrange all my shelves and newly pose everybody, so everything will be a bit more different. I'm sorry I wasn't able to do the gray back, but things have come up that obviously I said I'm moving, so I just can't do gray back at the time. I like the black on the back. It looks like there was supposed to be something you could put in the back of him, like maybe an electric effect, but eh, kind of wish they would have filled that if they wasn't going to do it. Would have been a lot cooler. But yeah, his face detail is great. Besides the lazy eye mine has. It's a bad lazy eye. And let's see how well he scales with. I left him out just for this video, the 1,000 toys. Oh, dropped him. Let's see how well he scales with the 1,000 toys Hellboy. He's still quite a bit shorter than this figure. I do not happen to have Rogue next to me. I think she's all packed up. But yeah, I'd say he scales pretty well with. Alrighty, and we are back. Sorry I ran out of storage. But anyways, as I was saying, this figure is good. I like it. Kind of wish they would have gave him butterfly joints or at least made this a little tighter so you kind of can't see the inside of him, but it's not really that big of an issue, especially if you have him posed, you're never going to notice it. I think the figure looks phenomenal. The detailing on him is great. I don't know what this is on his back. And then the head looks amazing besides the paint job. Both eyes seem to be mispainted if I'm looking correctly. I love the green, I love the yellow. I'm not a big fan of the hands. I know they did that a lot back in the day, especially for like Storm, uh, all the older Electros, like the one that was blue that had the like electricity on his face. That makes sense. They did that for him. Uh, who else did they do that for? I think that was it. Like all the characters that had to deal with electricity. I know they did it for mostly all the Electros. And then Storm, I know they did that for her. I don't know if they changed it recently. Not too sure on that. I think the figure looks great. Hopefully, I can hit some good poses with him, and he still looks good as I hit the new poses. Sorry this video is a little shorter, and sorry about there not being a Wednesday upload. Things have came up, started packing, I'm moving, so there's that. But new videos should be coming out regularly once I get set up. If anything happens, I'll post in the community page. It won't be an upload. So we'll see about that. Oh, I do happen to have the Blockies Transformer. If you wanted to see how well your Marvel Legends would scale with them, they obviously tower over them. But yeah, that's a pretty solid figure right there. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Sorry it's on the bit of the shorter side, and sorry there will be no putting him on the shelf this week. I will try to get that video recorded of me fixing my shelves and putting everything up on the shelves. Don't particularly know when I'll get to film that. It'll be sometime this week, I'd say. Sometime in the week, and then I'll just upload it either Wednesday or Saturday, so Saturdays can still stay the figure videos. Gaming videos, still working on that. I know I said no more updates, and obviously here I am with an update, but you know, I kind of needed to let this be known and let this be seen. So I figured I'd let y'all know here before I just kind of go ghost and there's no video updates. Obviously, I'll update the community page if there's anything new with the figure. But yeah, let's get one final look at Electro here. Great work on the boots, the sides, the hands. Okay, it's just bicep swivel. The underwear, the Electro, the mask. I think the mask, I like it, but it's goofy. I know that's how it was in the show and the comics, but I like what they did with No Way Home, where it was just kind of like pulsating. But with the figure, you got the full mask. So this is my second Electro figure. I think he's good. If you can find him, definitely would pick him up for your retro display, obviously. He's phenomenal. I don't know if they re-released him like they did Sandman and Rhino and a couple other figures, but if they did, pick him up. Or if you find him, pick him up. I would highly recommend this figure. I love the retro wave. I think all of them look great. I haven't found one to disappoint at all. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I'll see y'all next week.